everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kat.
I'm Iz,
and we're the Shee Sisters.
Today we're at the beautiful Centurion Golf Club with Seb from Seb on Golf.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming down to join me.
Of course. It's been so incredible.
Beautiful
Lovely
day.
weather, beautiful day, beautiful company.
Well, it's not always like this.
And today we will be doing a bunker tutorial. Seb will be giving his best tips.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that great at bunkers, but I've heard some really good tips that I'm working on.
Oh,
so maybe it's good for all of us to try, and maybe any of the guys watching can try it as well, because it's bunkers can be tricky, right? They can get very scary. Like, people go in them and think it's really tricky, but if you can get the right technique, it can be one of the easiest stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I heard pros, sometimes they'd rather go in the bunker than like on the rough or something, because it's just like they can spin it better.
Exactly.
Control it.
Control it, and because they think the lie is more consistent, unless you get a really bad one, like a plugged one. But yeah, I think so.
I've also heard that it should technically be the easiest shot because you don't even have to hit the ball.
It's the one that you can chunk it.
Exactly, it's the one shot you can chunk.
In the other video we talked about like the mental side of it, didn't we? I think that's it with bunkers. I think people get in their head and they get worried about it, and they try and like lift the ball out, and that's like the worst thing you can do, right? You've got to, I actually like hitting down on it in the sand.
Yeah,
I think that works.
Make it like harder than it actually is.
I think so, because it gets in their head a bit.
Exactly, and we're gonna fix that today.
Easy.
Yep, exactly.
Give it a go.
All right, let's get going.
Okay. I like as much loft as you can possibly get. So if I had a 60 for this shot, I'd hit 60.
I got a 60.
60, nice. So how do you normally play it?
I usually open my club face and then aim a little left.
Yep.
And then just kind of like get over the top, and then it'll.
It's basically the exact same as I do.
Okay.
That's it.
But
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you next time.
Sometimes I get like a lot of like errant shots where it goes like way right.
Okay.
But I don't know where it comes from.
It goes right.
Yeah, it goes right and low.
So I think what that is like, if that's the ball, I think you're aiming left, right? And if you've got the ball not far enough forward in your stance, then what you're doing, if you think about my club here, right?
Yeah.
If let's say I'm aiming there, what angle is this club pointing at now? It's pointing over there, right?
Yeah.
So if you just come in and you just hit there, the ball's only ever going to go that way, right?
Okay.
So the way I think about it is I do my big tip someone once gave me, is massive for these shots and for like little floppy ones as well, is that when you open your club up, make sure the first thing you do is get the club facing at the target. So if you set your body up at the aim left, but leave your club there, where's that aiming? It's aiming over there somewhere, right? Like 20 yards right. So what I do is I'll put my club aiming at the flag and move my legs around it.
Okay.
So I know that at the end the club is still facing that way. Because if you do it the other way, move your legs, then put the club down, the natural thing is the club's just going to point out there. So you're relying on getting your hands right around it to square it up.
Right.
So I think aim the club first, move your body around it.
Okay. Give it a go.
See if it works. Nice. Dead straight.
Dead straight.
Was where I hit the earth there.
Not a lot of sand. Let's get some more sand.
I think I actually hit the concrete. So how do you play like different distances?
The way I try
like,
to do it is I use different clubs. So again, I try to simplify it and make you do the same thing. So like, if I've got a 60 for this, if I'm going to the back flag, obviously you're going to do a bigger swing slightly, but I'll just do it with a different club. So maybe a 54 for that back one instead of a 60. And then again, you just haven't got to learn a million things. You just got to change the weapon.
Okay.
Nice, really nice.
Okay, got a little bit more sand.
That was a nice one, yeah. Sure. The other thing someone once taught me that helped me a lot with, especially like not for you guys, that you guys will know what you're doing, but for people that are like 28 handicappers, like going in the bunker, they think is like just the worst thing in the world. We talked about lifting it out. One really good tip that someone told me is where the ball is, draw a square, right? Big square, like that, and then take the ball out of it, and the whole goal now is to imagine 1 inch deep of sand. Try and send all of the sand in that square 1 inch deep to the flag. So my goal now is literally, so just think about it properly, all of that sand. My new job in life is to get that sand to go in that hole, right? So that's my job in life. So I'm thinking about that. So I'm really focused on something I want to do, not thinking about all bad stuff.
Right.
I'm thinking about get that sand in that hole. So if I really to get it there, I've got to hit it really hard, right? Ooh, I've taken the sand in it and I've focused on that. And if you then do it with the ball in play, so over here, with the square in there, you do exactly the same thing,
Ooh.
Wow.
It just completely frees you up to take that sand, to think about hitting down, hitting the ball first, instead of what everyone does, which is, you know, trying to do that.
That was very accurate.
Yeah, I don't recommend that technique, but that's something someone told me that allows you to, again, like, click your mind into a different place and think about something easy to focus on. So just literally getting all that sand,
just lifting it out.
yeah, just get it there, and that allows you also. The other thing people do is because they're worried about leaving it in there, they don't want to take a lot of sand, and therefore they don't swing very hard. Whereas that, I can swing so hard. That's the one thing they say, right? You want speed in the bunker, so that you've got to take loads of sand to get all that sand. I've got to hit it really hard. I've absolutely, like, if we'd done that, that would normally go about 70 yards, but the sand's sort of done its job, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's quite a good one to practice, I think.
So how do you make sure that you don't hit the ball?
By thinking about the square, and the ball's in the middle, and I'm hitting the sand at the edge of the square. I want the whole of the square to go. So if you do that, if you achieve that properly, then you can't hit the ball, right? But it takes practice. You got to get your think of I would just sit here with people and just make like 20 squares and just hit all the squares of the sand. Just keep doing it until you get that feeling. You feel the club through the sand, and then do it with the ball and just try and pretend the ball's not there.
It's almost like a full swing.
Absolutely. Or like, depending on the distance obviously, but just the beauty of that is you don't have to think about the swing, think about the sand. How do I get this sand? The same way you've had a throw. If I gave you this tee and you've got to get this tee to there, you just think, right, it's there. It's just a natural reaction, right? Or if I do that, how do I get this sand there? Well, I've got to throw it, right? So you need to have some speed to get it there, because sand's only very light. So just forget about anything technique, just think about getting the sand in the hole, and the rest just magically takes care of itself.
Okay, let me try that.
Okay, you're going to get the ball.
That's a big square.
Oh, that's nice. Whoa, that's a big swing. Yeah, that definitely takes some practice.
Yeah.
I think. You want to make sure you're not hitting the ball with that speed.
Right.
You'll go to like that telephone pole over there, 200 yards.
Yeah, I just did it, your girl.
Yeah, nice.
Have you ever heard of that meme? It's like, I don't always hit it 200 yards, but when I do, it's from a greenside bunker.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite.
Relate to that.
Break it up.
As soon as you can already feel like there's nothing there now.
Put some sand in there. So, do you have any techniques on like if it's in a bad lie?
Yeah, so I hit this shot recently. I'm doing this series called I'm basically playing the entire open rotor to give me an eclectic scorecard for the whole rotor. Last week I played Birkdale and Lytham, and in one of the holes I was so plugged, like you could barely see the ball. I don't even know if you can recreate it. Like I'm talking like that sort of thing, right?
Oh my God. Like in the lip too.
I hit honestly the shot of my life. I nearly hold it, and for some reason I've got this weird thing about plug lies. I don't mind them because you obviously, first of all, the expectation's gone. Like trying to up and down it, you're not really worried about it because it's a miracle if you do. But then my strategy for these, and I could make myself look silly here. Like come and look how bad that lie is.
Yeah.
Like you cannot see the ball, right? Like I've even artificially put it in there. So my strategy is literally to come in so ridiculously steep, like I'm trying to take half the planet with me, and it just comes out. Like it might not work, but we'll try. So I'm really steep in the ball and just like. Like that.
It came out.
It's not great, but that's the sort of club you could leave there, right? Yeah. So if we give it another go, like semi-plugged.
Very much easily not even make contact.
But it's just such an thing again. It's such an easy thing to focus on. Just think, I can hit this as hard as I want. I'm going to take so steep, so much sand.
Nice.
It comes out. Okay, it's not brilliant, but it's back in play, right?
Yeah.
That's how I play them. Okay. If that's the fried egg there, I just literally am thinking about making it like a 1-iron.
Okay.
And just almost like hitting like.
Got it. So you would do
down.
the same thing for fried eggs?
Yes, that's a plug live fried egg. That's sort of same the way I'd play it. Just trying to take half the bunker with you. And as long as you commit and you hit that, because you can't not hit the sand first, right? You've got no choice.
Right,
if it's that plugged, you're going to have to hit a couple of inches of sand.
Right.
And just trust that sand doesn't go very far.
Right.
Yeah, and then you've got sand the other side of the ball. So you can just absolutely like full driver swing at it. It's great. I like it.
That's so cool.
I have an injured wrist.
So, okay, for me, my bunker swing is kind of like that flippy shot that we've been trying not to do with the hinge and hold instead. But do you still recommend that?
I've never really thought about hinge and hold in a bunker, to be honest.
No.
Never really thought about it. I don't think it would work as much, but I think you've got to...
Okay, so it's more like a flop shot then.
I think so.
Take the sand with it.
Nice. Yeah, very nice. That's great. Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
So that's basically what you would do.
I think we've all got the same thoughts with the bunker, to be honest. I think we're all on the same page, really.
Yeah.
Those little drills that someone gave me have helped me get a bit more consistent out the sand and not be afraid of it. So I think we all play it a similar way, really. Yeah, that's lovely. Great shot.
I think we just have to practice like your bottoming out point. Right?
Yeah, here's the one thing I would say that, again, something I do, is if I'm going to play somewhere new and I want to play well, like if you're just having fun, who cares, right? But if you want to play well, you have to go and play in the sand before you go and play, because every course is different. Right. Sometimes, you know, some courses the sand's different around the course, which is a shame, but you know, ideal world, the sand will be consistent. So if I'm going to go and play around somewhere, I'll go and hit just 4 or 5 bunker shots just to get a feel for how much sand is in these sands, and I think it's a feel thing. So you've got to try and work on that feel. So yeah, I think for a warm-up routine, if you're playing a course, everyone does a putting, everyone hits a few drives, but you should go and hit out the sand.
Right.
Cool.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
There's nothing better when it really rips, isn't there?
Exactly.
It's the best thing ever. You can only do it with sand. That's another thing someone told me once, is if you've just been in a bunker and you've got a shot that, you know, well basically if you go in a bunker, don't clean your club straight after.
Oh.
Maybe wait until the next time you need a club is. If the next time I need this club is a shot where I happen to need loads of spin, don't clean it, because there's sand is loads of additional grooves effectively. If you get to the next time you need it and you don't need that, then wash it then. But while you've got sand there, just leave it in case you need it. So don't, like, you know, people go off and they do all that, which is fine, but you might need that sand. So if we went and played like one with a downslope, that might add 5% more spin.
So I actually thought that if you don't clean the grooves, there's less spin.
That's more of dirt,
it is,
right?
but yeah, that's more. But the thing is, so like sand is there's maybe 200,000 grains of sand, like there. That's 200,000 points of friction, which are more than the grooves.
Interesting.
So if you add, sure, the sand's going to fill some of the grooves, but it's also going to add spin. People might completely say this is nonsense, but it's something that I've used. I don't know if it even works. I just do it because I think it works, right? But yeah, so it might work. I mean, yeah. I think often in golf, placebos are as good as a fix, right? If you just think it's going to work and you feel confident, that's the main thing. Cool. Little tricks to make you confident.
That's really cool. I like that. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Seb,
for
joining us and giving us your bunker tips. They're
just
really
sharing
cool.
what I've been told as well by the real pros. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Don't forget to check out Seb's channel.
Thank
We're going to link in the description box below. And thank you again for having us.
Thank you so much.
You're going to go and play the golf course now. Enjoy it. It's 7 par 4s here.
Yeah.
7 par 5s.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a chance to go low. Yeah, you're going to love it. The first one as well. You're going to love the first half.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Can't wait to check it out.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell
so you don't miss a video.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.